Oh, come on, you really thought I would end it without showing off my rollerblading skills?
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Generation 6 was one of the best Pokemon generations to ever be released. Some of the things that they introduced in this gen were what brought me back to Pokemon and are the reasons why I'm sitting here today. Let's go check that out. Now, if you don't believe me, this generation gave us rollerblades instead of a bike. Right there, that should be enough to make this game better. As I was saying, we got rollerblades in this generation. So, I mean, you get to do that little pirouette spin and you get to catch the Pokemon. This generation, we're gonna be starting off with one of my absolute top tier favorite Pokemon of all time. I mean, seriously, if you've never used a Greninja before, then you don't quite understand just how good he is. Once you pick up that cute little froggy Pokemon, oh, he's just so adorable. The frog Pokemon, oh, my favorite. He just becomes a classic Pokemon just like that. And then once you finally get to play competitive Pokemon with Greninja and you slap on that ability Protein, oh my goodness. It's just so freaking good. He gets to change his typing. Every time he uses a move, he becomes a new type of Pokemon. It's really good. And then after that, we're gonna walk our way over to the first route of the game where we are indeed going to take a Fletchling. I mean, how do you not take a Fletchling? A Route 1 bird Pokemon that's fire flying? How do you not take it? And then you get, again, with Generation 6, something about competitive battling was just, it's just so much better. So much better. I mean, it's got the freaking Gale Wings, so all flying moves become priority. I mean, Talonflame is honestly just amazing. Not only in the game, you know, Flare Blitz, Brave Bird, I mean, does it need anything else? Roost, of course, because it's gonna keep hurting itself with those two moves. But other than that, Talonflame is truly amazing. And when you bring it over to competitive Pokemon, I'm pretty sure that thing got banned out of OU at one point because its nickname was Godbird. I mean, can you get any better than that? And then if we were actually playing through the game and not just taking Gen 6 Pokemon, we would go to the professor's lab and we'd take a Bulbasaur to make the perfect grass, water, fire core. But sadly, we're not playing through the actual game. We're just taking Gen 6 Pokemon. So that being said, we're gonna rollerblade down to the next route where we're gonna find ourselves a Honedge. Honedge. Once we get to Route 6, we will definitely be taking our Honedge there. And I do gotta say, I don't typically say this in my Dream Team videos, but shiny Honedge is so very nice. And then obviously we'll get him up to an Aegislash where he just becomes a brick shield with a couple sword arms that will just Aegislash is just truly amazing. And I mean, with stance change as its ability in competitive, I mean, I just keep going back to competitive Pokemon, but seriously, Generation 6 changed Pokemon in my opinion. It truly changed the way that we played competitive Pokemon. Stance change was just so good, you know? 1 second you're an offensive Pokemon, the next second you're a defensive Pokemon. If you're really slow, then you're only gonna really be taking hits when you're a defensive Pokemon, which just leaves so much room for an offensive attack. Shadow Sneak, Aegislash. I think my favorite part about Generation 6 was the fact that they literally introduced dinosaurs. I will never forget the first time that I saw Tyrantrum and I knew that it was gonna be on my team. How do you not put this monster on your team? Yeah, sure, okay, fine. He's not the best Pokemon in competitive, but when you play through an actual playthrough and and you gotta deal with, I mean, what are you gonna do? Tyrantrum is truly amazing. I remember playing through Pokemon Snap, and the first time that I saw the Tyrantrum like run up to you and oh, that was the coolest. When Generation 6 first showed off Tyrantrum, I just knew that every time I ever played through that game, I'd be taking a Tyrantrum. I mean, don't even get me started how it can have Strong Jaw as its ability and have Ice Fang, Fire Fang, Crunch, Thunder Fang. I mean, next up on our list is going to be the first ever fairy Pokemon. We're gonna drop ourselves into Pokemon Ami. Is that what it's called in that game? I don't even know. We're gonna make Eevee super happy, super cute, super friendly, and we're gonna get ourselves a Sylveon. Sylveon with the Pixelate ability with Hyper Voice. It was so good, you know? You could put Assault Vest, you could have offensive, you could have defensive. Sylveon is just a... Wait. Did you hear that? Oh, that was terrible. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. Sylveon is just absolutely a monster. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Sylveon on your team. You can't go wrong with any evolution on your team, let's be real. But we're just focusing on Gen 6 for right now. That being said, Sylveon is a must-have to any team, especially Generation 6, the generation that they introduced fairy Pokemon. How can you not take a Sylveon? I mean, unless you're taking Slurpuff or the other stupid Spritzy thing. Who would do that over a Sylveon? Let's just say that Sylveon is wrecking your world every single time you see it. And last but not least, we are finally once again taking a legendary Pokemon, and I'm gonna be playing through Pokemon Y. Didn't specify that yet, but we are gonna be taking an Yveltal. Oh, I remember when I first saw the box art for this game, and I saw that Y-shaped bird blasting down upon the peasants with its Oblivion Wing. Oh my goodness gracious, an amazing move that hits you hard, and not only does it hit hard, it heals himself. It's just so good. It's kind of overpowered if you ask me. That being said, Yveltal is definitely gonna round out our Generation 6 Kalos team. I mean, you can't go wrong. This team is basically perfection. This is the team that I'm gonna be going with, so if you guys like this team, if you guys disagree with the team, leave a comment down below. If you liked it, make sure you like the video, and hey, please subscribe. We're almost at 500, so let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you in the next one. Oh, come on, you really thought I would end it without showing off my rollerblading skills? Oh, Jesus! I broke my Gengar.